Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back. So I just thought we'd kind of do something here, and I'll show you what I've been working on. Now, as you know, I will show you. It may be here the clan boss team that it's changed now. Well, the clan boss team I used to use was Elaine Slowmo, who I wanted to replace at some point because 2 million damage wasn't really fantastic. So I did some work on Fayne to introduce decreased defense and weaken. So why don't we just crack on and show you the build? I had to change. I took a screenshot because I'm that type of person that may put the build back. But the slow-mo is now a cult brawler. At 124 speed, 68% crit rate, 171 crit damage, and it was alright. He used to have crit rate gloves, but when I put them on, it kind of never made sense. But yeah, we changed it around, so now he's doing 6 million, it was 10 million, but in return, it's about 4.5 million-ish from Fayne. So upon building her, it's kind of a interesting build, so to speak. So we kind of went. She is the one to third person, so she gets the job done. We went in and we pretty much focused on. She has to have a set amount of HP. So she's now 32,000 HP, which is good. The weapon could be better. I don't need speed on it, potentially. I mean, I'll take 5 speed if I really need it. I really have to keep the accuracy. And because it's unkillable, I don't have to rely on lifesteal. And that's kind of what is extremely sad about Occult Brawler, because he was in that lifesteal build for so long, and I just didn't really want to change it. But I was like, you know what? We're going to work on Fayne. So from level 3 Assassin, we got her to level 6. I spent my gems, now you got her Masteries. There's just pure, some HP, just to get some HP up. Attack for a little bit of damage. I'm not hugely bothered about that part of it. She doesn't really have the crit damage. She has crit damage gloves, I think, or defense gloves, one of the two. But mainly she's there just to learn some debuffs. She is unbooked, and to do over 4 million unbooked is okay. I have 12 books. If I'm really lucky, I only need 5. It's the A3 that I would want to book out. Just so it's a 3-turn cooldown for the decreased defense weaken. But I'll show you the masteries. We've got defense here, just to really enable her to, land what she needs to do. I'm still kind of on the fence. Should she have crit rate gloves? Just to put it up, I can afford to do that if I chose to. So if randomly, because I have a key, let's see if I had crit rate gloves. I don't really care about the substats. I need to see all the gloves. So we have this one here. Too much speed. No, actually not. I take it back. It isn't. So that would give me 186. So that wouldn't be that bad. I am debating it just for the small output of damage. There's a couple of pairs here. I get 15 accuracy. I wanted to sit around 250 on that. She has the defense chest piece just because she needs more defense than the person taking the stun. The person that takes the stun in my team has pretty much, I think, between 46 and a half, like 48,500 HP. And to give Occult Brawler really bad defense kind of made me quite sad, but had to be done. So this is the gear she had on. Some of these pieces were already done. Some pieces, I rolled them out. I got a flat stat HP crit damage, but it gave me some crit rate. This 45 speed was good, enabling me to get her up to where she needs to be. I'll show you the artifacts here. Level 16, 6-star rank, so there's nothing there's no point changing it. Realistically, there's 0 point. If anything, it would be attack, I think, that I could put on at some point. But we have 13%, we could throw a glyph on it to help beef it up. Pardon me. So we have HP here. I am debating also this one to be crit damage, because I can, obviously, these two items here in the top, the helm and the weapon, still room to be upgraded. So if I took this off, I wouldn't lose the HP if I got the helm maxed out, and the banner was HP. Accuracy kind of came easy, so it was like, right, I'll go for something to boost up speed a bit, lighten the load on top, and it just happens to be a HP banner. That's kind of how it works out. It wouldn't be this is just purely for the budget unkillable. If I was building her differently, I don't think I would favour her for some dungeons rather than clan boss. But I do like the introduction of decreased defense when weakened. So we have the total stats here. I'm happy to show you guys. So almost 33,000 HP, which is okay. It's a bit low, but it could go up, but that's fine. 2,500 attack. Classic arena. It's like, you really, if we X out here for a minute, you just see that and you think, oh yeah, 1,600 plus this small 892, you think it's not a lot, but it kind of adds up. So I'm actually respectively happy with that. The defense as well is 2.5, so it's okay. I could, like I say, I could afford to lose 400 defense. Throw on crit rate gloves, which I might do. Potentially throw around another item to get that 100% crit rate, just for the small output of damage. She has accuracy to land debuffs. But yeah, this is just purely the build for that budget unkillable. So that's kind of what I was working on. Occult Brawler is changed now, and to start with, like, he had crit damage, crit rate gloves on to start with, so I gave him crit damage gloves, because having the crit rate gloves, I was using the fitting room. I'm not a huge fan of it. You can put something on, like I can tap on this if I want to, and it'll show me the stats of it. Yeah, here it is, here it is, here it is. But if you apply something in the fitting room, you tap on it again, it disappears. So that kind of sucks. That's annoying. So give him crit damage gloves, just because otherwise I couldn't really rebuild him. I don't think I would have changed his build, because everything, I mean, he had like 48, 50k HP, high attack, 115% crit rate, like high crit damage, high accuracy. So we changed up a little bit just to make him slow. We just kind of did some small glyphs. I mean, we'll run through this. This Fury weapon, it hit speed, of which I was happy, because the weapon he had previously on lifesteal, believe it or not, was I think like 24 speed or something ridiculous, 23 speed. So I just had to get a little bit of that back. I don't mind glyphing it. You can't glyph your crit rate, but with the speed, I knew that I had a very small bit of wiggle room. I don't want to put that to 16. I don't need the HP. If I do, I'm going to have to just kind of mess up something else, and my lock speed will appear at the bottom and make him too fast, and then I'll have to take something off. Hence why when this shield went on, and this build works, the first run was 27 million. I think minor changes that may get better. I'm debating Frozen Banshee. I'm really just kind of trying to work towards a 2-key team with this budget unkillable. Even it might mean I have to get crit rate a bit higher, but that's fine. I don't mind as long as defense and HP is prioritized in the sense of I know who's taking the stun, I know who the slow-mo is, and everything's fine, you know. So that's why that is there. That's why the speed is a 2-star glyph. I could put that to 4. If I get crit rate, then that would be cool. If it rolls speed, then I'm up the creek because I have to find a different weapon, which is not good, or I have to take something else off to replace it. So yeah, this is probably the only time you see just a standard shield that's not even touched. Now that was because a cult brawler had 2400 defense before, and now it is incredibly low. So even the shield I put on, I didn't want the main stat bonus. I wanted to just take it down, give him not as least as possible, but just as the least amount that he needed. Crit damage, I'm going to bang these up. 32 accuracy, I thought it was quite nice. It just helps a cult brawler. You know what he's there for. He's a mean badass of a poisoner. This one I had lying around. Checked his moves. Obviously he's a HP champion, but moves are off of attack, so good bit of crit rate. HP, she's the slow-mo. Get into that 48,000 threshold we're looking for. A bit of accuracy, a little bit of speed to put it up. And we have the crit. I used to have a crit damage helm on as well. So I used to have, I think I took a picture earlier. You had like 50k HP, 115% crit rate, 200 plus crit damage. Just the speed, it was ridiculous. But we got there. But that's kind of what we've been working on. Fayne got changed. A cult brawler we've made slow as well. I don't think I changed anything here. I was happy. I think if anything, that was the banner he had before. No, he had a different banner. He had a banner anyway that was not a similar man-eater that it's level 8, and it just has to remain level 8. I can't risk speed rolling on the substat. Throw stuff off, defense. Debating taking that off. I don't need the HP though, so and also, I mean, we could throw on crit damage, but the accuracy is really good. I don't have any pieces that I'm comfortable to swap with at this moment in time. I'll farm about a spider. The last few nights I've just basically been putting in like 1500 experience, and I don't think I've signed up with this game in a couple of days, 2-3 days now, and I've only had like 6 hours sleep in 3 days. So I'm trying to get a couple of hours, and this thing is just churning through Fire Knight. I'm looking to try and improve my savage gear, my crit damage gear, just that. Because I really want to rebuild the Rotos, but I want to have nice savage pieces. I mean, I think I changed his banner to give him more attack. And it's cool, I put him in clan boss to help the clan out yesterday. I had a different, not the John Nightmare, just on brutal for some of the other guys, and he was like 150k, 160k on the A3, 190k A2, he was 50k's on the A1. Like, wow, good. So that's kind of what's happened. So just wanted to show you guys kind of what had been done. These are the two people that were worked on, Fayne and a cult brawler. I do have Frozen Banshee, because you know I'm using Nethril, and Nethril is cool, but I'm just getting this vibe for dungeons, so I don't want to. Maybe handy if I could swap out Banshee and Nethril. That would be cool, and it's mainly because now I've introduced decreased defense from weakening. The Frostblight will give me poison sensitivity. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I think the only thing she needs is Masteries. I'll show you the Masteries on the other champions. I apologise for forgetting. But she's in lifesteal, and I think that would need to change. I'm not sure. Maybe it wouldn't. So it doesn't do that much. She's got no crit rate. She's purely just there to poison. Stuff isn't even really maxed out. But I'm debating taking her in. 187 speed. Just to kind of see. Because I've never took her in the unkillable team all the way through. It was always had Lightsworn, had Banshee, I had Sill, and if I was wanting to really boost up, I'd put in like Arbiter and like somebody else, Stagonite. So I am tempted to see what like Frozen Banshee can do with this poison sensitivity. So that's something else in the works. But mainly it has just been this person here. We did put Masteries on her. Now the offense, I think I maybe should have taken. Was it this one? Oh, it's an unkillable team, so no. I think I went to Methodical, but I wanted to end up here, just for a Giant Slayer. I mean, it did help a bit of damage, and basically all I did in support was, I took accuracy when there's no skills and cooldown, again, accuracy, 5% chance of decreasing the cooldown of a random skill by one turn at the start of by one turn at the start of every turn, because Fayne is, she's only, if that works, I'm getting the decreased defense or the 2 poisons quicker. That's it. And it doesn't affect turn order. There's no turn meter manipulation. And this one here, lasting gifts, is chance to extend the duration of any buff cast by this champion by one turn. And I've seen it happen. So the poisons that get thrown on will get that extra turn, just for the extra bit of damage in the clan boss. So that's kind of what I did there. I think the offense masteries potentially could change a little bit. We've got like Grim Resolve, attacks like 8% more powerful than the first one. This one here, I think I just took it because I was coming down to here in case we fight any type of different affinity clan boss. We get the slow, we get whatever jumped on us. That'll give us damage, but it was just to come down here. I didn't really want to take this because she's not killing anybody, it's clan boss. And that's kind of what Fayne will be used for at the moment. So because she's not killing anybody, I didn't want to just take it. Occult Brawler hasn't changed, his masteries are the same. Obviously you know about Man-Eater. I would like a second one. Will it happen? I'm not really too sure. I did a little... No, I did Brackets, but that was a while back. He doesn't have masteries. When he does, it'll be good. Because I've just been kind of... The attack I'm quite happy with. When I get masteries, he'll do a lot more damage. But pretty much it has been just a day for Fayne. Just going into clan boss, doing that round, getting to like turn 25-30, seeing what it is, closing the game down, going back in, doing it again. Must have done like 10-15 times, just to see like, change this, okay, well let's take this, let's change that. Minor alterations, and there's room for improvement, 1,000,000%. I could most definitely put on crit rate gloves, which I may do because I have a key coming in. I think I have it already. And we were lucky enough to get a gift from Plarium that was clan boss keys. So that's pretty much all that's been happening. I've got books, but I don't want books to go there because we ain't affecting the clan boss's turn meter. That's kind of cool. It's unbooked, 5 books or 10 books is all I would want to spend on her. Do I think if I picked 10 books it would work? No. Realistically, I only want to use 5. I would like the cooldown for this. I don't need the cooldown for that poison. And decrease attack to come back sooner because decrease attack is like a wasted debuff spot in clan boss. Pretty much that's been what I've been working on for the whole day. Just really kind of trying to focus on try to get close to key with the budget unkillable. I do believe Frozen Banshee has potential. This is rare, easier to book out, but it has no masteries. Realistically, I'm not going for damage on the hits. It would be support, so I could get some accuracy, and then obviously if I could extend the poison, if I could extend any debuffs, that would be fine. Pretty much for the whole day, that has been it. I started at like 14 million silver, I'm now at 4.8, so it's cost me considerably. I think it's worth it for sure though, but I just kind of get stuck on some builds now and again. And I don't want to change them because they're really nice. There is some builds I'm just like, nah, like just leave it, it's fine. It's worked for so long, leave it, it's fine. But yeah, that's pretty much been my whole day so far. Really just jumping into that, not wait, just on the same key, exiting out, going back in, exiting out, going back in, exiting out, going back in. But yeah, I'm going to be trying Frozen Banshee, I think. So if I do a run, I'll definitely just record that, and then I'll tell you guys as the run goes on what I'm looking to achieve, etc. I may even jump in at like turn 40, whatever, turn maybe like turn 25. Not everybody wants to watch a whole clan boss run if it's 50 turns. It is potentially 12, 16 minutes of your life you're not getting back. But that's pretty much been what we've been working on today. I think I'm going to go and do a clan boss key, get my third one in. Because if I can get to 2 keys, then that I like a solid 2 key. Because I'm like the only alternate hitter in this clan. And yes, that's weird. I'm doing it for 1 chest, but I like the clan. And we've got some really kind of good, genuine guys here. And this is the clan name. Susan's Cloaca. Go like pig him, like he's a leader, he's cool. We're chatting away. I'm telling him, dude, I ain't going anywhere. Because normally the high hitters leave. I'm not leaving. We've got some really good people here, but some inactives, which soon will go. But yeah, we've got a lot of good guys that care, that want to take down clan boss. You know, it's just either a champion thing, a gear thing. It's the same as me. I'm just lucky that I have Monitor. If I never had Monitor, then I wouldn't be lucky enough to even be able to get top chest and alternate our clan boss. You know, that's pretty much. I just wanted to jump on, show you guys what I was working on. That's pretty much been it for the whole day. Like the whole day. I think I got to sleep 4:30 this morning. I was up just before 8, and I lay around for an hour or so. So I was like, oh my god, like the kid watching TV and when they come through and sit in the bed, etc. So I was up then, and the game was still logged in. I wasn't even logged out. It was farming. But yeah, that has been my whole day. I wanted to just kind of give you guys some insight to what I was doing. I will be trying a key with Frozen Banshee. Well, before I go, I do have one champion who I am considering now. There's many. There is uses for this champion, and it's this guy right here. Catacomb Counselor. So let's just take him out the vault for a second. I want to look over his kicks. So I'm gonna got a question, and hopefully, if anybody has extensively used him, I mean, if you put a non-unkillable team, if you have like Syl and Arbiter in the same team, you get the heal every single time, 10% of Syl's HP or their HP. Either way, it's cool. Double revive works a long way. Throw in Rotos and the correct affinity. Get a decreased defense, or get your light sworn. No, my plan is, and I'm not sure if it would affect turn order, because they just attack with their A1. Army of Death teams up. Now I don't think this is classed as a turn, but it's only to a 4-turn cooldown. That's the only bad point. I was thinking, could that go into the unkillable? If anybody's like tried it, if anybody's kind of got experience with it, like just drop a line. Yeah, like just say, hey dude, I've kind of tried it before. It works okay. You maybe get like, depending on gear, let's just say it's like an extra 5-6 million damage. That would be fantastic information to have, and like I'd be just so humbled if anybody's tried him, if they could give me some information. So obviously I'd have to gear him up. And to be fair, after spending everything, I think it'll take a few runs, but I think I'm maybe not even, I think I'm at the same damage I was before with Fayne. And I caught Brawler. I caught Brawler so slow-mo. He's obviously doing less damage now. So could Army of Death help that by just getting extra attacks? You know, every now and again throwing up an extra poison, getting an extra hit. You know, how much damage will that add on to the team? So if anybody has used them, I'd love to hear any feedback on what you think of them. But I think I've spoken long enough. And if you're still here, again, thank you. But yeah, I was working on Fayne. We got our Masteries done. We got our 6-star Ascended. We got our geared. I'll try some books just purely because I can kind of slowly rebuild them. So I really want to try work towards a 2 key. You know, I want to get that journey done so I can show all you guys, like, you can use this champions. I don't have the best of champions. You know, you just use what you have. So it's been Fayne. I caught Brawler. I did mess around with Kale. I went into the fitting room just before I go. I'll tell you the Kale story. I tried to get him in Savage because I was like, come on, I just need to give him no accuracy, high attack, and hey, don't even make him fast. I don't care what his speed is. I can put in some boosters, and is he able to nuke? So I didn't equip all the stuff. I just tried it on, but I think we can just kind of leave it there. Yeah, it's been a Fayne day. It's been an occult brawler day. It's been a clan boss day. Trial and error. And it's been a lot of fun. So guys, I'm about to go get this key in, and then after that I'm going to just see what else I can do. So thank you guys for tuning in. Please leave a like, or if you like the content, even if you don't, subscribe. It would mean the world to me, guys. And I will see all of you lovely people on the next video.